Hey guys, what's up? This is Liquid Raven. So I've been wanting to do this for a while. As you can see already, that I have two burgers. I have a superstar with cheese, which is basically two patties in, a burger, and beyond their Beyond Meat burger, which is only one patty. Um, and I've been wanting to do this for a while because I'm actually I'm a big not a like this is gonna be my first time trying the Beyond Beef. If you guys don't know about it, it's basically it's like it's not meat. It's basically it's plants. Or, I don't know. I have to look it up online. Or I'll cut this out. And I'll put on some research for you guys, or I'll put some research like on the side for you guys to tell you exactly what's in this. But it's not meat. It's not beef. And like I'm a big supporter of it. I really like when it came out, and before it came out, I'm all for it because of course it's more sustainable than like slaughtering a whole bunch of cows. Like, but the taste of meat, I mean, if you guys are meat lovers, the taste of meat is just like there's nothing else. I mean, there's nothing else. You can't describe it. I mean, it's really good and it's like a unique taste. And there's different types of meat, and meat tastes differently. Different parts of the animal, different cooks. Uh, you know, it's just like, but all in all, meat is tastes really good, and this is getting there. I mean, it's like it's pretty much there. And there's two. There's Beyond Meat and there's Impossible Foods as well. I think the difference between the two is the Impossible Foods, it bleeds like meat does. So meat, there's like juices in it, and it bleeds basically, especially when you cook it and it sizzles and all that stuff. I think Impossible Foods does that, but Beyond Meat apparently it doesn't because of the difference that they put it in. I'll put something up on there between the two, the Impossible Meat and Beyond Meat. Um, so I wanted to try them in front of you, give you my honest opinion. I'm not a supporter. I mean, I love Carl's Jr. I haven't been to Carl's Jr. in forever, but I love their stuff. They do really good stuff. Um, I love their restaurants. Their restaurants are more they're fast food, but they're more kind of they're more like restaurants where you can go in and like sit down and have a burger, and it feels more like a restaurant, like restaurant quality, even though it's fast food. So that's kind of why I like Carl's Jr. But you can't really do that nowadays because of the pandemic. So it's just fast food. And here's the biggest reason. I mean, I'm all for Beyond Meat. I'm all for it, and I really want it. And the thing is, here I'm gonna fold this in a way so you don't see my information, or I can just here I'll block it out as much as I can. But here I bought these two burgers, as you see on my receipt. So the Beyond Burger right there at the top is $7.19, and the Superstar with cheese, and they both have cheese. It's Beyond Burger with cheese and a Superstar with cheese. The Superstar with cheese is $6.39, and the thing is that the Superstar has two patties, and it's a bigger. It is a bigger burger because it has two patties, and the Beyond is not. So you can just see the size. I haven't even opened them. You can see the size. You can see the difference. So the Superstar with two patties is pretty much $1 cheaper. So I'm getting more for my I'm getting more for my dollar if I'm getting this. If I go to the store and I see these prices, I mean, that's what I'm gonna pick. And I mean, there's other places I might even do a video about it, but there's like Pizza Hut, I think. The Pizza Hut is doing this too, but it's the same thing with their pizza. That's the Beyond Meat pizza. It's just it's more expensive. I think it's like $3 or $5 or more just for the Beyond Meat one. And that's my biggest gripe. If they're able to do this for the same exact price as this, then I'm always gonna get this 100%. I'm always gonna get this if it's the same price. Even if it's 10 cents, I would say if it's like 10 to 20, 50 cents more, I might go for this. I might go for this if it's that small of a margin. But if it's equal, I'm definitely always going for this if it's equal. And if it gets to the point where this is lower than this, just on price alone, I'm definitely going for this. Every single time. Every single time. So that's my only gripe, is the price. So I'm going to go ahead and open them up, and we'll see the differences. And we'll also taste it, and I'll give you my honest opinion. So here's the Beyond Meat one. Pretty normal. Looks all right. It looks to me. It looks, it's a patty. It's a little, boxy, boxy, but it's a patty. I mean, patties are boxy, period. And of course, you guys have already seen or know how a Superstar. If you guys are familiar with, oh, look at it, it's already dripping. I love that shit. Excuse my French. But see, like, it's not. This one's not boxy at all. You see, it's like a kind of a different, but it's bigger. You see the differences? So this one, it's boxy to me because you see it's like it's pretty much like it came out of a mold, sort of. That's the only thing. This one doesn't look like it came from a mold. I mean, it probably did. I mean, it's a patty. I mean, the patties come from molds pretty much, where you make them into the cylindrical object or whatever. But you see the differences. You see the sizes. You see the different sizes. And this one is cheaper, $1 cheaper than this one. You see what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going for this because it's $1 cheaper and you get more. You get an extra patty. So that's my biggest gripe. You get an extra patty and it's $1 cheaper than this. I mean, come on. Come on. So, I already know how this tastes, but I'm going to go ahead and just give it a bite so I can sort of have my taste buds sort of, So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a drink of water. So take a drink of water just right now. So I have no flavor in my mouth. I'm going to go ahead and try this. Now, that is a tasty burger.
This is a tasty burger.
I love it. Take a big bite. Love it. Meat. How to describe meat? It's smoky. Like, it tastes like, even though it's fast food, you can taste it, especially in the fast food in Carl's Jr. You can taste the flavor of the meat. It's the smokiness, like if it was on a grill. It tastes kind of like char. It's satisfying. I don't know. Like I'm describing these things. I mean, I'm saying char. Like, who wants to taste? It's like coal, char from a coal. Like, who wants to taste char from a coal, but it's just the right amount of char from a coal, and like just like the smell and it's so hard to describe it. But meat is meat. And I'm gonna take a swig of water again, just get that flavor, that meaty flavor out of my mouth.
You mind if I have some of your tasty beverage to wash this down?
Go right ahead.
That hit the spot.
All right, so I don't taste that meaty flavor anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and have this one, the Beyond Meat one. I'm gonna smell it first. It smells good. Now, this one has a different texture. It was more soft. More soft in a way. Like it broke apart more in my mouth. Like it was, like it melted in my mouth more than the beef did. So this one melted in my mouth more, but I don't get that. I don't get the exact same taste profile as that one. It's like a light version of meat. That's what this tastes like. It tastes like meat, and it tastes good, but it's light. It's like a watered down version of meat. That's what it tastes like to me. So, I mean, it's good. It is good. I love it. And I wouldn't mind buying this. It's just the price. Like I'm saying, I would go for this 100% of the time, even though the taste is not exactly the same. Actually, it might even be better because the meat taste is more harsh. It is more harsh. This one is more light. You know, some people might enjoy the more harsh version of meat, or some people might enjoy the soft version. It's pretty much just, for me to describe it, it's like a Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. So Coca-Cola to me is strong. It's like there's a strong flavor, and Pepsi is more of a mild. It's kind of the same thing, but it's a mild flavor. And you know, I can keep describing it like a hot sauce, and there's a hot sauce and there's a mild sauce, and they're both hot, but one's like really hot and it stays in your mouth, and the mild sauce doesn't really stay in your mouth. I mean, it's hot, but it's not gonna stay in your mouth. That's how I describe these. This meaty flavor, it's gonna be in your mouth and it's gonna stay in your mouth. The flavor is gonna be in there, and it tastes harsh. It tastes really strong. And this one it's more of a softer, not so strong, but it's still the same thing. Even though it's not meat at all, it's all organic. That's all I want to say. And let me know if you guys like this. Of course, subscribe, add in comments. Let me know if you guys have tried the burgers. Let me know if you've tried this one. Let me know if you've guys tried the any other Beyond Meat product. I know I've had one already from Red Robin, I believe. It's the same there. I mean, it tastes like this is a more mild version of the beef patty. I love it, and I would love to exchange that. I mean, there's so many benefits to this. I mean, I don't know if you guys have done any research. I might link some stuff. I might put some stuff on the bottom, but I've done some research on our consumption and how, I mean, how much cattle we slaughter to make this. And it's the thing is that it's not about slaughtering animals. That's to me, I know that's like a bad thing, and that's a bad thing to a lot of people, and I might get hate about this, but to be honest, it's like it's what humans do. They raise cattle and they slaughter them to make our food products. But the thing is that is unsustainable. You can't keep doing that. And the amount of work that it takes to raise a cattle up, feed it to maturity, and then slaughter it just to make a burger, that is so much. There's like so much work to do that for feeding people around the world. It also takes up space. Like, cattle need space. They need a lot of space. They need places to eat. They need a lot of food in order to raise an animal from infancy to adulthood and then slaughter it. That time and that space that it needs and that energy that it uses up in order to make food for one person or a group of people, that's insane. That's a lot of crap that you have to go through just to make that. And this is in a lab. You grow this in a lab and it doesn't take much space. You can pretty much make it. I don't know, I haven't done too much research, but I'm pretty sure it's faster than growing a baby cow to an adult cow and then slaughtering it. I'm sure it's faster than that, and it's just more sustainable. I mean, you can make the whole thing. This is made, of course, this is made, but actually, this is grown. This is grown, and this is made. So, I don't know. I'm all for this, and I want this, and I want to make the change. I want everybody in the world to make the change to this because it's way more sustainable. It is. And to be honest, I can't figure out why this is more expensive. I know it's more expensive because we've made it more inexpensive. I mean, why this is inexpensive? This is cheaper than this. So the reason why is because we, as a society, as humans, have made the process so efficient that it costs less to make this than this. But this is more wasteful than this. There's just more time, there's more effort that goes into making this than, well, right at this point in time, this is there's a lot of time and effort that makes it go into this. That's why it's so expensive, but we're going to make it easier. This is gonna be there. This will eventually be there, and I'm all for it. That's why this is so more inexpensive, is because we've gotten used to this and we've made the process a lot easier and simpler, but we shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be doing that. That's one thing I just don't get, we should just change that. If we get rid of all of this, the whole process it is to make the meat in this, and we devote that time into this, I mean, just thinking about it, that would just be amazing. That would just be amazing. We can like double. I'm pretty sure we could double, triple, maybe even quadruple a production of whatever it is that we're doing with meat. We could find different ways of doing different meat as well. We don't have to have like, this like a patty sort of thing. We don't have to have the ground beef sort of thing. I don't know if we can do like any kind of like a filet mignon or some kind of steak sort of thing. Of course, we can always put some research into it and try out different things. But yeah, like again, I'm all for this. The only difference in taste that I can tell is this is a stronger taste, and this is a lighter taste. Regardless, I love this. I can actually do without that. I mean, this is really strong taste. It's a really strong taste, and you can like it stays in your mouth like that charry taste. It just stays in my mouth. And this, it doesn't. Like this has like no aftertaste whatsoever. I mean, it does have a slight aftertaste, but this one it just like stays in your mouth like I said before, like hot sauce. If this is super hot sauce, that burning sensation that you get and it stays in your mouth, which I love. I love that because I'm a big fan of hot sauce. So that's this, and this it's like it's a mild basically. All right. Again, comment. Let me know if you've tried it, if you like it, or if you don't like it. What your thoughts about it. Let me know in the comments. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.